Now, as we speak health this afternoon, looking at nutrition, where undernutrition, also known as malnourishment, is a health condition caused by the body's failure to utilize the food eaten, resulting in stunted growth or body wasting. According to the 2020 Global Health Statistics Report, approximately 149 million children under the age of 5 years were estimated to be stunted, too short for their age, and 45.4 million children were estimated to be wasted, too thin for their height. Additionally, 38.9 million children under 5 years were overweight. These conditions significantly impact the labor force, leading the Sasakawa Africa Association to initiate community campaigns to educate Ugandan farmers about proper nutrition for a healthy lifestyle.
Globally, close to 45.4 million deaths among children under 5 years of age are linked to malnutrition, with Africa leading with 59.5 million malnourished children. The situation in East Africa is dire, with an estimated 39%, which is 23.1 million of children experiencing food deficiency syndromes, followed by West Africa with a 30% malnutrition rate. In Uganda, 3 in 10 children below the age of 5 years are stunted, while about 3.5% of children below the age of 5 face body wasting. The main challenge lies in inadequate information about preparations and rations for a health diet.
In nutrition and how to feed, it is not about only knowing the right proportions, but it is also knowing what should you cook. Are you cooking one type of food, or are you making sure your food is diverse? So it is about eating the right food in the right time, in the right proportions, but also eating the right amount.
While Uganda is making significant strides towards food security and income security, improving livelihoods is still in balance as many households remain unhealthy due to poor feeding.
These farmers plant a lot of food. We have been taking them through how do you cook the food you have farmed. How can you make sure that the nutrients are not lost? Because you find sometimes people cook food and it is left on the stove for hours. The vegetables become brown. So we are teaching them how to make sure you don't lose any nutrients.
Realizing this global health concern, the Sasakawa Africa Association has launched Nutrition Day campaigns. Nutrition experts are traversing villages, training communities on how to prepare and eat nutritious foods.
People have food, but eating it in the proper proportion is the challenge. And how often should they be eating these food groups? That is also has been a challenge. But we are so privileged to note that at least the farmers that we've been able to reach can now tell you that they try to consciously prepare their meals.
The Sasakawa program on nutrition has instituted a one-stop nutrition model home in all project districts to address global health indicators.
Nutrition-sensitive agriculture is not only nutrition per se, but it includes proper harvesting. It includes proper handling of the harvested food, and the storage practices should be according to practices that are going to safeguard the food throughout the storage period.
According to the technical coordinator of regenerative agriculture, Sasakawa Africa Association has achieved a lot in food security, and under the new strategic plan, soil health and nutrition for farmers are now prioritized.
We focus on nutrient-dense crops such as the orange fresh sweet potato, such as the high iron-rich beans, such as the biofortified maize. Those are some of the crops. But also, after focusing on the production of those crops, we also look at the food preservation.
The resident district commissioner of Chiwaga District, Mariam Seguya, expressed gratitude to the Sasakawa Africa Association for their efforts in increasing food production in the region. She added that the government welcomes the approach to focus on proper nutrition and food safety for farmers to improve the health status of the population.
I'm very happy with Sasakawa, an NGO that has come up to Chivoga to sensitize our parents, especially mothers and children, on how to prepare food which is nutritious. Because you are very much aware, if the food is not nutritious, it causes, there will be diseases like anemia, kwashiorkor.
Farmer Extension Services have predominantly concentrated on increasing food security and incomes, neglecting the aspect of nutrition security and eating a balanced, nutritious meal.
Our concentration has been on food security through production, storage, value addition, and marketing. And we've been having a challenge of training and sensitizing our communities on how to prepare the food that we advise them to produce.
Food security is not nutritional security. And this one actually now brings on board the demand to train our farmers on how to have a balanced diet. We need to strengthen the fact that for us to have food, it must be food that will build the body, that will provide health, and will also help in providing the necessary energy.
In different regions of the country, climate change has had both positive and negative impacts of food production in 2023, where the prolonged rainy season resulted in significant harvesting and post-harvest losses.
The rains are of an advantage and of a disadvantage. True, most of the crops have been destroyed in some areas which are swampy, like in Dwaniro sub-county. However, other areas are doing well, and there is also, and because of too much rain, there are problems of drying crops.
The rain has been too much, especially for the pulses and beans. Most of our produce has actually been wasted in the garden. Drying coffee and maize has been a challenge.
I'm Nafka Farida and Douglas Setumba.